everyone would please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps and join me in my lead the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let the record show that present is Councilman Lane Koenig and myself. Lane, once you had the opportunity to review the minutes from the October 21st meeting, I'll take a motion.
Motion to accept them as approved.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Once again, same thing with payroll, Lane, once you had the opportunity to look at it.
Make a motion to approve as presented.
I will second that. All in favor? Aye. Under old business, I believe the only thing we really got is the Juma contract, which is still in review by the attorney. It's getting closer as far as the insurance goes, and the only thing we're really waiting on is Doug to come back and get a couple things clarified. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Lane, I would like to entertain a motion. I would entertain a motion to table that until he gets done. I'll second that. All in favor? Aye. That motion will be tabled until the next meeting. As has been talked about at the previous two meetings, this is the first reading or the first discussion, open discussion for the water rate study that was performed on increasing the water rates, and of course the sewer rates would go along with those.
So it's actually the first public hearing.
So this is this is the actual first technical public hearing. I believe it's going to be read twice, and then the third meeting is when it's adopted.
So on that, no, you just do two on that. So we'll read it.
And then we'll
and
adopt
then
the second.
on the 18th.
Okay.
It says it on there, and then I'll hang it on the door and post online.
So again, the gist of this is that a minimum water bill will be increased by $4.08, and sewer will be increased at $1.70 per month. This is per the water rate study that has been performed. Anybody got anything on that? So that's officially moved on to the next month. Stop sign request on VSCF subdivision, what's that? Who would make it concern?
So they've asked for some stop signs and speed limit signs added to the Switzerland County Foundation subdivision around Maple Street and
Are all those lots sold down there?
Yes,
I think so. Maybe one might be empty.
So we officially own that now.
I don't know. We have to look into those agreements with the foundation. I mean, we still maintain the roads.
Right.
So we're renewal and patching.
Are there speed tables down there still?
Yes.
Are they reinstalled?
Yes.
And they come out probably next week?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be
And how many's down?
6.
6 or should be.
I obviously can't be covered 2 per place.
I make the motion to table this until we look into it further.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have zero problems with adding some of these in there. This can't be just done like this, though. We've got to get, well, there's several things got to be done. Number one, I believe we've got to get engineering approval on this, on where they go according to.
Well, it's not your doc, so it would just be, I don't know, I'll ask Doug on that, because you have to have like ordinance on those stop signs.
Ordinance.
Yeah, well, there does, but I thought it has yeah, I'm in no way opposed to doing this, we just need to, we need to certainly do our due diligence on this and guarantee that where we're putting them at is correct, and the sizes are correct, and everything is correct on it versus, just, there's a little bit more entailed than just putting them up there. I have no problem doing it, we just need to look into it. So, you're gonna get with Doug on that? So I will second the motion to table this pending advice from our attorney on that. All in favor? Aye. So that'll go on to the old business for the meeting on the 18th, correct?
Yes.
Next up is the 2026 council meeting. I'm not going to read all these off, but the meeting date calendar. So as always, we have to post these. These will be available here at Town Hall, and we will clearly post them on Facebook and everywhere else that we can moving forward into next month, leading up until January. There's one meeting in January, or sorry, there's two meetings in January, January 6th and January 20th, I'll say that. So with the exception of that, they're available here.
We get those on Tuesdays.
Right, and they're still on, they will be all on Tuesdays at 4:30 here.
I thought the first meeting you had on the sixth.
It's
Is-
whatever. We always just call them back to hire the new employees, so it's just whenever we can.
I make a motion to approve it. Or we already did it.
Yeah, we did that last month.
No, we did the holiday last.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, so we do need a motion.
I make a motion to accept the.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. I'll skip the department reports and go to public comments. I know you guys are here for a reason, so feel free. The podium is yours.
I'm Jared Ari. My son here, Brantley, wanted to come say something to you guys. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm sorry for breaking the pumpkins. And, we had nuisance at the park.
We appreciate that. That means a lot. You stand up and do that, young man. It does. That's a really good step in the right direction. We appreciate that.
Yeah, and he's on a pretty strict regimen from here forward, so he's not going to be any trouble anywhere. I
We
assure you that.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is the objective here.
Yeah. I mean, I give them enough rope to hang themselves, and unfortunately, they did.
We've all done that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, he plays basketball and stuff. So, I mean, I like to take him to the park and practice and stuff. I know right now he's not allowed at any of the parks. So that's kind of, I was hoping maybe, at least under my supervision, because he won't be leaving the house under parental supervision, period, for a long time. But he would be maybe, like, I could take him down there to play basketball or something of such.
That's going to fall back into
But I could ask Cody if he comes
Cody
in
and John.
tomorrow, if he
Yeah.
could release that.
Okay.
We'll get with you tomorrow if you were just,
Stop in.
well, you're probably working during the day.
Yeah, I'm on night shift. But what time is it that you guys open?
8 to 4,
Can you-
8
can you
to
write it
3:30,
down?
sorry.
Yeah.
Put your name and number on this for me, and then I'll get back with you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. I guess y'all have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you. You guys have something, sir?
Well, we're interested in the dog park, or what's gonna happen there,
The dog park on the west end of the park?
a fenced area. I know, we're new here, we're only here for, and we know where the west end was situated for the dog park. All right, you're still walking on a leash and one is, I know it's been the ball diamond, my understanding it had been used for tournaments for only the first year it was built.
Yes, Yes, sir.
Because they went to Markham.
Yes, sir.
All right, a lot of people, including us, have been using it as a dog park.
Yes, sir.
And it gets used quite a bit, and it's really too big, I mean, it doesn't have to be that big. And it's been, I think, an asset to just like the pickleball court. You know, but, and I've heard that we didn't want it, and, you know, it was somewhere else. Well, I mean, we're welcome on the list, but it is real nice. We used to always go over to Madison.
So you're in reference to the section of fence that was taken down during the wine festival that has not been replaced yet, is that correct?
Is it going to be replaced, or is there going to be
Well,
another dog park?
So that particular piece of fence was not replaced as of yet because should the county and the town sign a contract moving forward and approve the use of the innkeeper's tax funds to purchase stages and/or tourism purchase the stage, then the stage would go in that area, there would be concrete poured there, and all the fence would come down at that point in time. And that, we expect that to happen in the upcoming couple of months to get a finality on that. So we chose not to spend the money to put it up, just to take it back down, was the thing there. So I guess what you're asking is there a potential of putting it somewhere else?
Yeah.
Honestly, if we took it down,
We could reuse
we could
it.
certainly reuse it and have it put back up, and that's something I would absolutely be in favor of doing somewhere. Wouldn't you?
Denver.
Where it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me check with the insurance and the liability too before we do that.
Right, that's something I would certainly be in favor of doing, sir, yes.
Okay.
And should they, and I agree, the thing needs to be put back up if nothing else is gonna be done about it. But if the plan moves forward as past state legislation, et cetera, then at that point in time, it would be a waste of resources completely to put that back up, just to take it down literally in a couple of months.
We were discussing temporary snow fence. Do you have any orange fence on the farm? Any snow fence? Do you have any snow fence at the farm?
Hey, I've been looking for something to drive around in the country.
If we're gonna do that, we can just, I think the wine festival will just put the fence back. I mean,
Well, I mean, if we're gonna tear it down, you just put a roll of snow fence up and then give you
Yeah,
water leaks, whatever. Temporary fence, both can be done.
yeah.
That's just not visual barrier for a dog.
Right.
In the interim, what we're thinking is something in the interim. Now, should that fence come down, I've got no problem taking that fence and putting that fence someplace else. And we obviously have a few things we need to look at, insurance, et cetera, but I would certainly be in favor of that, and I agree with you. There needs to be one down there. Every other area does, there's no reason why we don't.
I know in Madison, when we first started going in, before we moved down here, we would go to James County. We would go down there, and their park department, you ran it, and you had to pay a yearly fee, and you had to show that your animals had their shots. And it worked out fine.
That's what she's talking about as far as the insurance goes, yes,
And
that's,
so then, you got a code to get in the gate, and they had two sections, were small dogs, big dogs. But then, all of a sudden, they quit that. And I don't know if somebody made a donation or whatever, but it was free. You didn't have to show any proof of dog having shot, and it's not a gated padlock. I mean, you can just walk in and use it. I don't know why they changed it, but the last couple of years it's been that way. But before, you had to pay, I don't know, like maybe $20 a dog.
yeah, we're,
And,
other than, again, the legality of there may have to be a sign put up out there, I don't know, we gotta look into that a little bit, but I would certainly, and I can only speak on behalf of myself, it sounds like to me, Councilman Phoenix the same way, but there is an agreement, but I have no problem moving that fence somewhere, should that one be taken down. In the upcoming couple of months, the finality of that will take place, either it goes back up, or it all goes away, one of the two.
okay, well, thank you, we appreciate it.
Absolutely, thank you for
There's a
coming.
lot of other people that use it.
Absolutely, yes, no, we understand that. Yeah. Again, thank you very much for coming. Do you have anything from the water, sewer, street department?
Brandy, do you have anything else?
The street utility department had asked about doing like 4 10-hour shifts, like through the winter. So if you guys could like schedule a meeting where everybody could sit down and talk about that,
That's one.
or entertain that idea.
Can we do it after the next meeting?
That's what I was just thinking too. So
November 18th?
I'm good with that on the 18th. Now, no, I think there's already something coming up at that meeting as well, right?
There's an unsafe building influence.
I think
That's
So
right.
let's just do next Tuesday, 4:30.
let me look here.
Well, part of that was, I know we was dealing with, part of that was.
It was supposed to be SOPs.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna take days.
It was that, and then there was, some employee matters under executive session that we had discussed last week,
That's gotta happen.
that has to happen.
Veterans,
No.
can't do Veterans Day next week, but maybe, let's just shoot for the 18th, and I'll shift some things around here if we have to.
Yeah, because those, that, like, I'm playing that, the executive session, employee matters have to have Thursday, have it.
Yeah, Thursday.
I can't, man, that on Thursday, that's a mess. I try to schedule all the wine festival stuff on Thursdays. And whatever else I've got going on.
Our meetings are, since we're into a month, they're a little bit shorter, so we may be able to squeeze that in on the 18th.
Even if we're here a little later at night, you good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we're gonna have, we'll have that meeting on the 18th, following the regular stated meeting. So it'll be, generally speaking, 5 o'clock, I would assume. That'll be posted on the door and Facebook as well. I do have one other thing here myself, before I turn this over to
I
Lane.
was going to tell you that too.
So I have an application from the Community Foundation, from Ty Sullivan to utilize the park on Saturday, November 22nd for a 5K run walk for the turkey trot. And so I guess I don't really need a motion on that.
And it's going to be like a can drive, a can donation to raise, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, it is. So anyway,
Make a motion.
yeah, I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ends that. All right, anybody got anything else, Lane?
What about, what were we here on Seminary Street property?
The what one?
Seminary Street property.
I know Doug's been looking at all of that because he was trying to get all the liens and stuff
There's
added.
been no progress on it at all.
Yeah, no progress.
So, actually, I think we're on the other way.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those that I've got notes in my truck for that, both of them are over there on Main Cross. And Cody, I believe, got the point of citation on one of those, and then I'm waiting for follow-up on what he's got had going on personally lately, he's interfered with that, so I've got the same questions on that. Yeah.
So, is the 18th, do we have an unsafe building act hearing that night too?
Let me look at that schedule because I'm gonna make sure, with the days, like 45 days out, so from our last meeting, I'm not for sure, I'll have to ask that on that.
I did too, I thought something was on there. One of them was employee matters, I thought that was the second one, and then of course the regular state meeting, I thought those were, yeah, but I don't.
3, yeah.
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
Anybody, anything else? Going once, going twice, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
A second, all in favor? Aye, motion passes, meeting adjourned.